Some rather sad news for the sport of football. Tim Lester, former running back for Kentucky and a former running back for the Rams, Steelers, and Cowboys, has passed away today due to COVID-19 at age 52. Um, Before I give any other information on Tim Lester, let's just take a moment of silence. Thank you. Okay, so Tim Lester spent 8 seasons in the NFL. For those 8 seasons, he had 3 with the Los Angeles Rams, 4 with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he had his last year with the Dallas Cowboys. Before entering the NFL, he was a running back for Kentucky, where he posted 3,640 yards in his career, which is a pretty decent career for a college football player. After he retired, this is where we find out a little bit more on the human side of Tim Lester. Tim Lester found a youth football program in Milton, Georgia, where he continued to kind of improve it. And the source for this was Michael David Smith, NBC sports writer. So I'll start off with you, Nate. Your thoughts on his death?
First of all, may his soul rest in peace. Condolences to his family, condolences to all the teams he played for, his former teammates, all of that. Yeah, man. I mean, 52. Say what you want, but that's a young age to die from, especially for this the coronavirus. That this virus ain't nothing to joke around about. What really intrigued me a lot was how he actually helped out with a youth league, and we always say, I took a coaching class in college, and the number one lesson in that class. You want to know what that number one lesson was, Mario? Give back to the community, and that's exactly what he did. He gave back to the community in the form of helping youth players pursue their dreams. And to be honest, that's very beautiful to me. It's very amazing. And he was a great. I don't know exactly how good he was on the field, but he was definitely an amazing person off the field, helping these kids pursue their dreams in football and improving these leagues and all of that for youth football. So kudos to him, and again, may his soul rest in peace.
Well, before I give my opinions on his death, I just want to say condolences to his family and may he rest in peace. The first thing I want to get to is the COVID-19 virus, the coronavirus, and the reason why I want to get to this first is because this is the reason why we always say good luck to that person when they suffer COVID, even if they feel no symptoms, whatever. This is why we say good luck, is because everybody reacts to it differently, and nobody deserves to die from this virus. But that regardless, there are people dying. And I hate to say it, but the deaths are going to continue, which is something we don't want to see. But this is why we got to take safety precautions. This is why we got to be very cautious with how we handle ourselves now than before. As for him, I mean, I'm gonna go with what you said about the coaching. That is absolutely 100% true. See, you're a player in the NFL. The knowledge that you got in the NFL, it would be a good idea to shift it over to the community, because knowledge is what keeps the game going. Okay, you can have kids with physical attributes, and you can have kids who can jump and run and have all this strength and can throw everything like that. But if they don't have the knowledge that goes with that game, then the game doesn't continue. Okay, we don't get to see more greats. We get to see very good players, but we don't get to see great players unless we pass on the knowledge. And that's what's important, because if the knowledge doesn't get passed on, then the sport might as well just be dead. Because we can find very good players, but we will never find great players if they don't have the knowledge. Every single all-time great you look at in sports, they had the knowledge to go with the game. They had the attributes, but they also had the knowledge. Michael Jordan, very athletic, but if he didn't have the knowledge that he had to play basketball, who knows what he wouldn't win 6 rings. That's for damn sure. Tom Brady, but again, that's a perfect example. Not the most athletic guy, but his knowledge is bigger than anybody else's I think I've ever seen in football history. Floyd Mayweather, very talented boxer, but if he don't have the knowledge, and if he don't gain that knowledge and how to correctly utilize his defensive form and how to correctly throw his counter punches, we don't see that 50-0 record. Greatness is built off of knowledge, and that's a fact. Okay, that is not an opinion. That is a fact. So, with that being said, now going to him. He's the 8 seasons in the NFL he played as a fullback. So rarely fullbacks don't get a lot of attention. They're starting to get a little bit more now, but still, fullbacks I feel like are the least utilized position in the league. They're really like another offensive lineman in my opinion, because a lot of them are only used for blocking. But one thing I find interesting about his career is throughout his 3 years with the Rams and 4 years with the Steelers, he was blocking for Jerome Bettis, who is one of the all-time running backs. And so I say you look at Jerome Bettis' success, and for 7 years, you really got to credit Tim Lester for the blocking that he did. Because I mean, and the reason why I say this is because look at perfect example is Dalvin Cook. Okay, Dalvin Cook. If you look at every Dalvin Cook run, there's one guy that he follows, and that is C.J. Ham, the fullback. His run always starts off with the fullback. Always. It always starts off with the fullback. And he gives a lot of credit to CJ Ham. And CJ Ham don't get a lot of credit, but CJ Ham is a Pro Bowl fullback. Pro Bowl fullback. Tim Lester deserves a lot of credit for the success that Jerome Bettis had. Maybe not all of it, but he deserves a little bit of credit because that fullback is the lead blocker for that running back. And Jerome Bettis was a very devastating, very aggressive runner. And so Tim Lester blocking for him, it just helped him that much more. And I know, Jerome Bettis is probably, probably heard about the news, and I don't really have a quote from Jerome Bettis right now, but I know that Jerome Bettis is really looking at this guy and really appreciating it. And 8 seasons in the NFL, obviously there wasn't anything that really stuck out or shined, but for those 8 seasons, I bet his teammates really did enjoy having him.
Absolutely, man. And again, before we end the video, I'll condolences to Tim Lester and his family and his teammates and his all the teams that he played for. May he rest in peace.